This is a push button tutorial for the Arduino. This is a push button right here. It's got a little square for the plastic button part to snap onto. On the bottom, we have the prongs. Okay. Now we have this prong is connected to the one on the other side. That one's connected to that one. And one can be used for positive, one can be used for negative. It doesn't matter which, it's neutral. So we're going to connect this onto the breadboard. You're going to want to line it up with the holes like this. See that? And then you're going to want to push it down onto the breadboard. All right. See how it's flat against the board? This is what it should look like. Now, here is the button part. You can see it just presses down on here. Sometimes you have to turn it one way or the other just to get it to press down, but it should just snap right on there. There you go. Push, push. Next, I have a 220 ohm resistor, and this isn't going to focus in on it any better than that right now. But we are going to install it on one of the prongs over here that this is going to be the positive side. So we stick it in there. See how it's on the same line as one of the prongs. And then we put the other end of that into the positive. Next, we're going to grab the jump wire and we're going to install it on that same line in between the resistor and the button. That's going to go to the Arduino. That's going to be how the Arduino knows what's going on with the button. Okay, see that's positive, so this side over here is going to be negative. Put the negative jumper wire in there on the same line as the prong. See how it's opposite? It's not on the same line as see, the other side is positive, this side is negative. Then we're going to hook it into the negative over here. Now we're putting a jumper cable into the negative. That's going to hook into the Arduino. And one into the positive to hook into the Arduino, because the button needs power in order to work. Now we take the first one and we're going to put it on pin 2. Then we grab the power one, the positive, and we're going to put that one on the 3-volt pin. Next, we grab the ground and we stick that one in the ground pin. Next, we have the LED. Now, this isn't going to focus, but always on the LED, one is going to be longer than the other. The longer end is the positive. It's always going to be positive. Now, it doesn't matter if you mix these up, it just won't turn on. So stick it down and remember which side is positive and which side is negative, and don't get them confused. Now, we're going to put negative to negative. See how it's on the same line? And next we put the jumper wire on the positive, and that's going to hook into the Arduino on pin 3. So you have the button on 2 and the light on 3. And here is what it looks like from the top. And onto the code. Here we put pin mode to input because the button is sending information in, and pin mode 3 output because it's sending information out. Now down here, we're having to put in INT button equals digital read to. This means that from now on, where you see the word button, it's the information that is being read from pin 2. So when you push the button, either it's on or it's off. And that'll be stored in the word button in this script. INT means integer. Now, if button is equal to 0, which means if it's pressed, analog write 3100, which is going to turn on the LED at about half power. Else, which means if the button is not being pushed, it generally means else's, means anything other than, the first instance that you wrote, which would be button being pushed. Analog write 30, which means if the button's not pushed, then turn the light off. Now, check your little thingies here to make sure that everything has a start and a close to your script. See that? Save the file as something that you're going to know what it is. Check to make sure that your board and your port are correct. And upload. Oh no, we've got a mistake. This is where you fix it. And upload. And there you have it. Press the button. Thank you so much for watching. Please stop by EPO for all of your electronic needs. You can drop by or call and have them order things for you. Thank you so much for supporting your local brick and mortar businesses. Thanks for watching.